Welcome again, ladies and gentlemen, to another action-packed week of the Powerhouse of Wrestling. Go ahead, Richard.
Lady Vendetta.
That's right, it's Madman Pondo with Lady Vendetta to open things up here on the Powerhouse. Television title defense against former two-time heavyweight champion. This is Dangerous D back again, Eugene Donaldson with the real deal.
R.D. Reynolds.
And his opponent, at the pride of Tucson, Arizona, at a weight of 228 pounds, gentlemen, Johnnie Walker!
Oh, I'm sorry Rich Crow doesn't have the proper announcements. Next time, before Rich Crow goes out there and announces Johnnie Walker, if you could do me a favor and make sure that I get to fill out the little card that he reads off. Because it's not Gentleman Johnnie Walker, you and I both know. It's the human chia pet John Walker.
The human chia pet?
Oh, wait until he takes off his little robe thingy. You'll see why I call him the human chia pet.
I think that's a little uncalled for.
Oh, look at her. Oh, my heart just goes pitter-pat every time I see her.
She doesn't look like a chia pet.
No, trust me. She shaves. Don't worry about it.
I beg your pardon.
Then look at the human chia pet in the ring, John Walker. I tell you what, if I had a big hairy back like that, I'd do something about it. I wouldn't go. I'd wear a shirt or something.
Johnnie Walker, former two-time PWI heavyweight champion, getting his shot right here today. Well, I beg your pardon?
He's a former.
You have a frog over there?
He's not a current champ like
As
Madman
I stated,
Pondo.
he is a former PWI heavyweight champion on two separate occasions, getting his shot today at the television title. As Pondo, a little upset there. He thinks Walker was in the hair. Now, I don't think Mr. Walker really needs to pull any of his hair.
I don't think he needs any more hair.
Madman Pondo is still very fortunate to be the PWI television title because in this journalist's opinion, he lost it last week to Mr. Brazil.
Oh, he did not. He didn't do anything of the sort. He won the match. He
might have officially won the match, but it had not been for Lady Vendetta on the outside, which we've come to know and see very many times, gets involved. Mr. Brazil had him pinned on two separate occasions.
She's my centerfold. You should see where the staples are.
Do you get popular mechanics?
I get pop. You learn sometimes.
Johnnie Walker working on that left arm of Madman Pondo. Walker, the true technician there in the ring, as Lady Vendetta there in her little spot.
You got to admit she's beautiful.
She is very attractive, I will admit that.
Eugene! Eugene, what kind of name is that?
It's a very good name. What kind of name is Real?
Horrible. That's a horrible name. Real Deal, that's what
does RD stand for? I'm sure it's not the Real Deal. What's RD stand for?
It stands for Real Deal. When Mama Reynolds saw me, she goes, come out of the womb.
Real defiant?
She looked at me and she said, this baby is the real deal. And that's my name. Look, you want to see my birth certificate?
No.
You see my driver's license? I'll pull it out for you right now.
Johnnie Walker was side headlocked and one Madman Pondo working on the upper body of the television champion.
Look at it, Sasquatch in the ring. Oh, I'm sorry, that's John Walker.
Pondo there, a nice maneuver, gets the leg scissors.
Yeah, why don't you sing?
Gets cheered on, and I said a nice maneuver. Your headphones not working? I'm calling it straight up and down, not biased.
Not biased like that idiot live wire joker we had. Boy, he was the worst. I'm glad he's gone. I'm glad I took care of him.
Yeah, we may have to talk about in the next 60 minutes here on the Powerhouse. The live wire AWOL, so to speak, and I've been given this position until further notice. Not sure I'm happy about that, but I like bringing the fans the real news.
The real deal.
And this fountain of misinformation over here.
Beautiful maneuver. Look at Pondo.
Oh, close fist. The two was exchanging wrestling maneuvers, and Pondo has to open it up. Now off the rope there. Nice. That was legal. I will have to say that was legal. It was a flat. A kick is legal as long as you use the flat of the boot. Did you know that?
I know everything. I got the rule book right here. There's a reason that Madman Pondo's the television champion. It's not just because he's some lucky
That's because he
stiff.
beat Diamond Dan for the championship.
You bet he did.
And speaking of Diamond Dan, again, he is recuperating very well. His vision is almost 75-80%. Nice clothesline there by Pondo, but I think he took his time. He won't get him. Well, maybe.
That was a devastating clothesline. Don't talk about discount, Dan. He's blind.
Send your
whatever.
cards and letters to
Make 'em proud.
PWI. Tonight's the big television
Uh-oh.
taping. Show your support for Diamond Dan. He will not be in attendance.
Vendetta's
it
showing a
looks-
little bit of leg.
Again, send your cards and letters to the address listed on the screen for Diamond Dan, and we'll pass them along to him. But he is doing very well and could be back here.
He's never coming back. I took care of him. Quicksilver took care of him.
You will be at the television tapings tonight. I think.
Oh, you bet. I can't wait to get out there and tell the fans how bad they all smell and how much I hate each and every one of them. I can't wait to slap the ugly fans.
Wonder who
ringside.
will chase you out this time.
Nobody.
No!
What happened to the last guy that chased me out? What happened to him? He's no longer around. He's blind.
He's not blind.
He is.
He was for a time, but.
He's still blind as far as I'm concerned.
Madman Pondo, I
might.
might add, I got some news that maybe you don't know about, but May the 1st in Indianapolis, PWI hits the road to Shooters. A nice establishment there in Indianapolis with a big main event.
Shooters.
Madman Pondo will be defending the television title if he comes out of this matchup.
Oh, he will.
And is still the television champion. However, he will be meeting again his #1 nemesis, Ian Rotten, in what we understand right now has not been officially
What's this?
signed. Oh, now you got to watch. Oh! Now there is no, but Madman Pondo will be meeting Ian Rotten in, I understand, could be a barbed wire match. Barbed wire surrounding the ring.
Oh, look at Pondo.
There, Shooters.
He's just
More on that.
Oh! Boy, that's his finisher maneuver.
Boy, he had more hits than the coasters.
There it is.
His
One,
leg's underneath the rope,
two,
ref.
three.
His leg was on the rope.
And the winner,
And I see now,
Madman Pondo.
I see now the referee got his
HK.
name, Andy B. Blind. The man's leg was on the rope, and he got the 3 count. What are you so happy? But together the replay.
Let's go to the replay. Look at this. Lady Vendetta, former penthouse pet out at ringside, nails him once. Pondo says, hey, that sounded pretty good. That was music to my ears. I'm going to hit him again. So he does. The winner, and still PWI television champion for now. And
Some exciting action coming up here next. We got another first round of the PWI Wylde Pair Tag Team Tournament, so who knows who'll be in the ring, and we'll get that started after the folks at home see this.
Fans, in the past few weeks here in the PWI, we have witnessed the demise of the Devil's Den and Damian Anderson.
And everyone loved
But
it.
there is one other person prancing around the international arena here, and he's claiming to be putting together the deal of professional wrestling.
I thought that
And
was the 4
it's my
aces.
privilege to introduce to you today none other than Mr. R.D. Reynolds, the real deal.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this special interview, Dave Yearwood with my partner, the one and only, Real Deal, R.D. Reynolds, as he makes his way to ringside with some apparatus around his beak. Who knows what the deal is up to? And I'm sure we'll get an earful from Mr. Reynolds. Of course, he's got to verbalize here with the fine, outstanding folks here in the International Arena as Dave tries to get him to speak with him.
Excuse me, but it's quite relevant to me here that you have a clothespin on your nose.
Do you know why I have a clothespin on my nose, Dave Yearwood?
I think it's an improvement.
Because I came out here a little earlier, and it smelled like a urinal out here.
Oh, give me a break.
And you know what? Looking around this ring,
He sees his
I
family.
see why. Because it's all these smelly, stinky fans. I tell you what, I'm going to have to take this off. I don't want to, because I don't want to smell this horrible crowd. You know what, Dave Yearwood? The deal bathes in champagne, not in... well, I can't say what these people must roll around in. It's about as they smell. Anyway,
Fans, you'll have to forgive the deal.
my uncle Bert, because I'm R.D. Reynolds, my uncle Bert called me up a few weeks ago, and he told me he wanted to take over this stinking federation, this stinking building, and make it his North Branch of the dinner theater.
I beg your
Bert's
pardon.
dinner theater. Well, I tell you what, I've assembled the team that's going to do it. In my Uncle Bert's illustrious career, he had many, many great movies. But perhaps his greatest was a movie that contained all the stars in Hollywood. It had Uncle Bert. It had Dom DeLuise. It had Roger Moore, and just on down the line. All the stars in the heaven.
Well, come on, Deal, get to it.
So I'm going to bring them out one by one. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Burt Reynolds Dinner Theater in Jupiter, Florida, give it up for contestant number 1, Trash Losagin.
Well, we had to think that Mr. Trash would come out here.
Well,
We
the
don't want
deal
to see
is
any more
introducing
dancing. This
to
is
us,
not
I
American
guess,
Bandstand.
This new team that he's bringing to the PWI.
That's number 1. Number 2, my big fat bodyguard, Mr. Otto Baughn.
And the Autobahn.
Big man from Germany, the new bodyguard of one R.D. Reynolds.
To the rare deal here, the real deal.
He could be a formidable member of any team.
Position you probably use. Anyway, I'm going to bring out the uncrowned heavyweight champion of the world, the man that's going to eliminate you, Diamond Dan. You got in our business once too often. He is from every woman's wildest fantasy. Ladies and gentlemen, and I use that term loosely, like Quicksilver used that girl in the 3rd row the other night. Quicksilver!
Quicksilver now joining the forces of this trio, this illustrious team of the Deal says he's put together in place of the now departed Devil's Den. Of course, one member, Autobahn, was a member of the Devil's Den.
Pray tell, lay it on us here, Mr. Deal.
Just like my uncle's movie, we are the Cannonballers! Hit the music!
The Cannonballers being introduced here into International Arena by Mr. R.D. Reynolds, the real deal. And what an assortment of talent we have here. And I think Trash is on fire. I'm not real sure.
Nobody's safe! We're taking all of the gold!
Fans, there you have it. The real deal. Mr. R.D. Reynolds bringing you the Cannonballers.
Will they be a force to be reckoned with? Time will tell here in Pro Wrestling International and on the Powerhouse, but right now they're real happy with themselves. Quicksilver, Trash, Losagin, and the big man out of Germany, Rex, and the Deal not too happy with what's going on there at ringside with Trash and some of the fans. Right now, we want to take this opportunity to tell you about the new and improved PWI Worldwide Wrestling Info Line. You can call it daily to get the exclusive reports from all the wrestling promotions around the world. That's at 317-335-HOT or 335-4688. You can see Monday and Friday the exclusive PWI report, Tuesday and Thursday the World Report. Wednesday you get the real deal, and Saturday and Sunday the event news on the PWI Worldwide Wrestling Info Line, where all the news is hot. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Powerhouse of Wrestling and Real Deal. This could be very interesting as you see Rich Crow in the ring having the fans participate in this particular type of matchup.
He's got some urchin off the street, some beggar child.
I beg your pardon. This is part of the Wylde Pair Tag Team Tournament. And who will we see?
Into the ring at this time, Billy Wylde!
All right.
Red Hot Billy Wylde has been pulled out of the...
Thank you, Echo Mountain.
You're welcome. Well, yeah. Where is Billy Wylde?
He's coming out. He's probably just...
Well, while we've got this downtime, well, there's Billy Wylde.
Oh, look at that.
Thank you very much.
He's giving one to the ladies at home.
The way this works, ladies and gentlemen, we saw part of this last week. This is the Wylde Pair Tag Team Tournament.
Guy out. Look at that big guy out at ringside. He's loving that.
All right, we need another wrestler.
The fans will pull the wrestlers out of the bucket there or whatever. We will see who's teamed up. Last week we saw Austin James team up with TJ, and that didn't work out too well as Eric Freedom and Rex became victorious and moved forward. They moved forward as individuals, not as teams. And who will be Billy Wylde's partner? We could see anybody.
Come on, Rich.
And his partner, number 5.
Sit down, Deal.
It's a beautiful day. Sing along, you know the words.
And now he's going to get rid.
know Billy Wylde. Deal's trying to control yourself. Billy Wylde
As good a wrestler, and I mean, a dancer is a trash.
Well, the young man there with the Austin James t-shirt on showing his...
He's like he's doing the pee-pee dance. Oh, the moonwalk!
Oh, thank you very much, Michael.
The Trasher knows all the latest steps. He knows the moonwalk and the Charleston.
Our next wrestler, wrestler number 13,
Oh, unlucky 13 got drawn.
Otto Baughn.
Oh, Otto Baughn is your bodyguard.
No.
Against your man. Sit down, Deal.
Where did he go? I sent somebody out there with to take care of business out there.
This is going to be Deal, sit down.
I don't know.
This is going to be very interesting to see.
The next wrestler,
one of the
wrestler number
cannonballers.
13, Otto Baughn.
Otto Baughn, another member of the Cannonballers, and this Deal. Sit down.
Get him out there. I told you need to.
There's nothing I can do.
Trash is
Nothing
very
I can do, Trash.
Trash is very
I'm sorry.
unhappy. This is his own man that he is going to have to wrestle. That is part, and Trash looks like he's leaving.
Well, good.
He can't do
We
that.
need one more wrestler.
You need to do that,
Who's
Trash.
gonna be? You've been the
Fan
last one for me,
participation
honey.
here in the PWI as the little lady will draw out the partner of one Otto Baughn,
Oh,
and
she
the
got
deal is
snot
very
Number
upset.
6.
Wipe your
Wrestler
nose,
number
kid.
6. Ladies and gentlemen,
That is the Neanderthal. The Neanderthal has been drawn, and Deal, you don't look so good.
I don't like the look. Where's my man? I sent
And
somebody
he
out
was
there to
talking
take care of
very
business.
highly of this Neanderthal just a couple of weeks ago. You're kind of flush.
I don't like the looks of this. I don't know who. It's all a conspiracy. It's the damn PWI bureaucracy, and I've said it all along.
You try to control yourself.
Everything.
This is the PWI exclusive. The governing board, the commissioner, Mr. Frazier, come up with this idea, and I think it's outstanding. The fans get to draw the wrestlers agreed to this, and we have seen some strange combinations last week with, as stated, Austin James and superstar TJ Powers. That didn't work out.
He did get out there.
And now Otto Baughn and the Neanderthal. Wait a minute, what's Damian Anderson doing? Deal! What are you doing with...
I needed to send one of my friends out there to make sure everything was on the up and up. Everything was taken. Oh, look at Red Hot. Wow, see, he's shaking his moneymaker. You wish you could dance that good, but you can't because you're an old, broken down idiot. This is going to be a good. See, now this is a match of.
Now, who are you
men.
going to pick to win this?
I'm going to pick the Cannonballers.
Wait a minute, you got Cannonballers on both sides.
Hell, I can't lose then, can I?
Yeah, you might,
I don't like-
might lose and win.
No.
Neanderthal
Well,
blocks it, reverses it. Nice. Oh, nice hip toss there.
Not concerned.
Gets him up with the arm drag and
Let these guys
look
beat
at the
tar out of
position
each
there.
other.
Look at the position and the leverage used by the Neanderthal with that arm bar hold on Red Hot Billy Wylde.
You know, I know that somebody had something to do with this. Somebody had. Wasn't
Maybe it was
random.
Damian.
It wasn't random.
Maybe it was Damian Anderson.
No.
Maybe he's
Damian-
trying to get the
Damian and I are
Cannonballers.
tight.
Maybe he's getting the Cannonballers against one another so he can bring back the Devil's Den.
No. Damian.
Now, why would you have Damian Anderson out there when it's no secret that Otto Baughn is not real happy with Mr. Anderson at this
To make
point?
sure everything. Well, they're old chums.
Oh, a little late there. Telegraphed the move. And now he's going to see some of the power. The Neanderthal picks him up, and what's he? Yeah, he just kind of deposits him. Billy Wylde
These two
cannot
can just.
match strength with the Neanderthal. Oh, Jurassic Jam there, his version of the pile driver.
Well, they can.
You just
sit
don't
there
look
and-
too well.
I don't. Well, this is all a conspiracy. Somebody has it in for the deal.
Oh,
Everybody's jealous of me.
Billy Wylde got caught. Nice atomic drop. Well, no, he just deposits him on the. Well, he's kind of hanging around.
Well,
Trash looks like he's going to go out and take care of his man here.
Trash
What is Trash doing?
Trash is just watching out for Billy Wylde.
Now look at Damian Anderson. What is Trash?
Well, Trash is
Doesn't
just,
Trash know that Damian Anderson?
Uh-oh, crane technique! Oh, I've seen him. I saw him knock Pat Maroon's
was-
head off with that move once.
Who?
Never mind. You know,
The tag was
You
made
know-
there, and Big Otto Baughn is in there, and Trash and Damien just...
You know, if Trash looks a little bit like Ralph Macchio, maybe something to think about. Oh, I don't like the looks of this.
And your two gentlemen are in the ring. Billy, you may have to have a talk with Billy
He's going to get him
Wylde.
the press slam. He's signaling for the press. He's going to get him up.
I don't believe Trash is going to get...
I've seen him big guys bigger than this.
Is that right?
He needs to go back and give them that three-point stance.
Fans
There
are
it
having
is.
a few technical difficulties. Please stand by. As
Trash is having some technical difficulties.
I think the Deal's over here playing with
Aye.
some... What are you doing over there, Deal? Now, Deal, sit down.
Careful, careful, careful! Oh, Otto.
Have you told him not to hurt his man?
Careful.
Oh, big elbow! Over 400 pounds, and Trash, I think, where's that guy at? I think maybe you're going to have to get you a cold drink of water or something, Deal. You're perspiring.
Oh, Trash. Otto, be careful with him. Be careful
Otto
with
Baughn
him. He's
is,
fragile.
you ought to know Otto Baughn is strictly business. When you get in the ring with him, he is nothing but business, and he is taking it to your man, one of the cannonballers.
I will give you a little hint. Well,
Tags
it's
off. I
upset,
mean, they're
guess.
working as a tag team.
I guess last week's check kind of bounced, but we'll
And,
take care of it.
oh, is
Don't
that
worry
right?
about
Well, I think this could end it as the Neanderthal big flying fist off the top rope. 1, 2, 3, that's it. You got a winner. You saw the Neanderthal come off the top rope there, gets the 3 count on Trash Losagin, and Deal, if you can, a replay, if you will.
Well, what happens is, and I'll explain it to you and make it real simple. I told Damian Anderson to tell Trash to take the dive because I didn't want him in there fighting. So he just kind of gave up. But his undefeated streak is still intact. He still hasn't lost a match.
Huh?
And my man Otto Baughn goes on. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you see the winner of this particular wild pair. Deal, you all right?
I can't take 2 more.
Tag team matchup, Otto Baughn and the Neanderthal. And right now, let's go to PWI Live.
This is PWI Live, and check out these upcoming events in the Indianapolis area. Of course, tonight, April the 20th, big television taping of the Powerhouse of Wrestling. Also, next Saturday night, April the 27th, again, a television taping for the PWI. Indianapolis, get ready on May the 1st. Wednesday night, PWI travels to Shooters on the south side of Indianapolis with a big extravaganza. Stay tuned for more on that, and be sure to call the PWI Worldwide Wrestling Info line. And on Saturday night, May the 4th, TV mega matches hit the International Arena with all the top PWI stars in attendance. Now, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, the first Indianapolis appearance for the PWI takes place tonight, Saturday, April the 20th, 7:30 at the International Arena, located at 1056 East Vermont Street. Some of the matches include Jimmy Jack Hammer of Heavy Construction to go up against Gentleman Johnnie Walker. The television title is on the line when Madman Pondo with Lady Vendetta in his quarter goes up against the Neanderthal. And the tag team titles are on the line as the James Boys defend against 2 of the Cannonballers, Trash Losagin and Quicksilver. Plus, don't forget the return of the Heartthrob tonight in International Arena. 242 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal. Tickets are priced at $6 for adults. Children ages 4 through 12, $4, and anyone 3 and under will be admitted free, with the doors opening up at 6:30 p.m. Fans, bring your signs and banners saying "Ban the Real Deal" from the PWI. That's tonight, April the 20th, 7:30 p.m. at International Arena, 1056 East Vermont Street, when PWI hosts a big television taping of the Powerhouse of Wrestling. Be in the house with a PWI.
Into the ring at this time, from the Wild Side Ranch just outside of Old El Paso, at a weight of 262 pounds, Dallas James.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And there you see the one half. Well, you see both of the tag team champions. Dallas James in a singles contest, and there his younger brother. Mr. Reynolds, is there a problem over there?
Yeah, there's a problem. Obviously, Dallas went to the local Mexican restaurant, stole the tablecloth, and that's his ring outfit for tonight.
I beg your pardon.
No wonder the prices around here are so high.
Dallas James going to be locking up with a youngster here in the PWI.
And his opponent, hailing from Cape Canaveral, Florida, at a weight of 147 pounds, ladies and gentlemen, Apollo.
The high-flying sensation, a little light,
A little light.
Yeah, I'm not sure he weighs
at
147. What is Apollo's? Is he not wanting to listen? Has he got an earache? What is?
He doesn't want to listen to these idiots out at ringside.
What has gotten into Apollo here lately? He's one of the fan favorites, and this should be a good scientific matchup between Dallas James and Apollo.
He's getting fed up with these idiots out at ringside. And look at these people out at ringside. That group in the third row must be the ugliest family I've ever seen.
How did you
Is
get
that
them
your
in here?
family?
I heard it was yours.
No, my family's all a bunch of beautiful people.
Oh.
Like the
You
deal.
see the one half of the PWI Tag Team Championship team, Dallas Tornado James in the
Apollo
ring.
just looks kind of down these days, doesn't he?
I'm not sure what to make of Apollo. He's a high flyer, a youngster here that's got to work his way up in PWI, and he's going to be taking on a veteran of many years here in the PWI and around the area, Dallas James. Size and experience goes to Mr. James, but
Being a nutcase
the
goes
speed-
to Mr. James.
a nutcase.
He's nuts. He's crazy. You don't want to
Apollo shakes hands,
You
but
know,
it doesn't seem like he's really into it.
I don't like Dallas James. I've made no secret of that. I think he's a broken down old pig farmer. I've said that many times. But he's crazy. He's nuts. He's insane. You don't want to get him mad.
What is Apollo trying to prove? He is not going to mentally disrupt Dallas James. Dallas James has wrestled 10, 15 years. He is not going to upset him mentally.
Well, you
Would
don't want to
would you
upset
agree?
him. You don't want to
Apollo needs to get in there and use his speed to his advantage, not, as you say, upset Dallas James. I've seen him when he gets a little riled, and it's not a pretty sight.
I don't think Dallas is going to fall for the shaking the hands bit again. And
Referee trying to get this match started. Dallas says, is he going to wrestle? Again, Eugene Donaldson setting in for the live wire with the real deal, and we finally got a lockup. And
well, Apollo obviously doesn't want to match strength with Dallas.
Dallas clean break, and well, now what is Apollo upset about?
Well, I can't be a yank of the hair. You know,
I believe you would
might
be
have been pulling the
right.
tights.
I believe you would be correct in saying that Dallas James did not pull the hair.
You know, poor Apollo, the human pipe cleaner.
Oh, and he goes to the eyes and opens up, and that may have caught Dallas off guard.
Maybe Apollo showed a little bit of gumption here.
Elbow there.
Big
and,
elbow.
that took Dallas down, but he quickly gets back up. Elbow to the back of the neck. And Apollo not doing scientific wrestling, which is kind of surprising to me, and he may have caught Dallas James off guard a little bit.
With these
Now he's choking him.
wild man tactics.
That is not the Apollo that I'm used to seeing. And now he's showboating, I guess I would
Well,
say.
he is. He needs to stay on Dallas.
And that's not something you would do when you're giving up 80 to 100 pounds.
You don't want to just hit Dallas a couple times and then let him go and recuperate.
He kicks him.
Whoa, a big chop.
And I think Mr. James is getting a little upset. And wait a minute, I think that he has upset
no.
Mr. James.
Oh, Apollo, it's not looking good for you now.
And uh-oh,
Oh, he's gone loco. He's gone
Dallas
crazy.
has kind of lost his temper, I do believe.
No,
And
he snapped. He's not all there.
we saw this a couple weeks ago when he wrestled a tag team match with Heavy Construction. And look at that vicious chokehold, and I think you're right, Dale. Dallas James has became upset.
Oh, that's something you don't want to do. You don't want to get Dallas James mad because he's a nutcase. You have no idea what he's
Oh, and
doing.
here's the trademark pile driver, and that will end it.
Oh,
If he wants to end it, and I believe he does. And Apollo,
point
The
to
winner, Dallas James.
and Dallas is going to get rid of Apollo,
Well,
and Dallas is still upset, and Austin is having to calm him down. He wants the branding iron.
Apollo not the brightest guy around. We know that.
Deal, if you would, the replay.
Well, you see Apollo kind of slapping Dallas around. That's the wrong thing to do. Then Dallas just goes crazy. He goes nuts. He snaps. Oh, he's wound up tighter than a cheap watch. He hits with a pile driver. Apollo pointing to his feet, going, "There's my feet. Too bad they're not on the ropes." 1, 2, 3.
Hey, you see Austin still trying to calm down Dallas as Dallas is looking over to Apollo. He is very upset. He's got that branding iron. I think he wants to use that
I'm out of
branding
here.
iron.
I'm out of here. He's not going to hit me with that branding iron, I'll tell you that.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this contest, Dallas Tornado James. And again, we'll be back with more of the Powerhouse of Wrestling after this quick timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's tonight when PWI hosts a big television taping of the Powerhouse of Wrestling. It gets started at 7:30 p.m. and it's at the International Arena, located at 1056 East Vermont Street. Some of the matches include Jimmy Jack Hammer to go up against Gentleman Johnnie Walker, Madman Pondo defends against the Neanderthal for the television title, and the James Boys defend the PWI tag team titles against Trash Losagin and Quicksilver, 2 of the Cannonballers, plus the return of the Heartthrob tonight when PWI hosts a television taping. Ticket prices are set at $6 for adults, children ages 4 through 12, $4, and anyone 3 and under will be admitted free, with the doors opening up at 6:30 p.m. Fans, bring your signs and banners saying "Ban the Real Deal" from Pro Wrestling International. Again, that's tonight, Saturday night, April the 20th at 7:30 p.m. when PWI hosts a big television taping of the Powerhouse of Wrestling at the International Arena, 1056 East Vermont Street. We'll see you tonight.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
PWI Heavyweight Champion!
we were supposed to have superstar TJ Powers against Lightning Rod for the PWI title, but I guess Mr. Powers has been detained from being here, and I wonder if the Real Deal had something to do with this. Powers likes the dollars, but I would think he likes that title more, so we'll have to investigate that and ask the Deal, what is this? Quicksilver, the ladies' man and the wrestler, with the Real Deal, Mr. R.D. Reynolds, who stormed out after that last matchup, wasn't real happy with Havoc.
And his opponent, the current holder of the PWI Heavyweight title from Tampa, Florida, the capital of the Lightning, the Lightning capital of the world, Tampa, Florida, at a weight of 256 pounds, ladies and gentlemen, Lightning Rod!
Your current PWI Heavyweight Champion, and ironically enough, both these wrestlers hailing from Tampa, Florida. Rod recently relocating from Chicago, Illinois, and there you see the real Heavyweight Championship belt of the PWI, held by Mr. Lightning Rod. He must be a big fan of the Tampa Bay Lightning. And a member of the Four Aces here in the PWI, going up against Quicksilver and Mr. R.D. Reynolds, the Real Deal, with his Deal With It t-shirt. Not sure if the Real Deal sporting him sunglasses in behalf of Diamond Dan, who we understand might be hanging around closer than Mr. Reynolds thinks.
You want to go ahead and give me the belt before the match?
try to get this matchup underway here. This is for the PWI Heavyweight Championship. There you see the recognized title, not the one that Mr. Powers had on last week or a couple of weeks ago. I believe it was last week. And you've got to be somewhat impressed with the way Lightning Rod looks. Very defined, and you don't get to be PWI Heavyweight Champion or look like that without spending a few hours in the gym. Quicksilver wants to show off his physique, but I don't think he's going to win in a pose down against Lightning Rod. And, there's the symbol of the 4 aces, and oh, he got caught by Quicksilver. He opens up, and Andy B. Blind right there, trying to get him off of, but Quicksilver opening up. He knows that to get that title, he's got to go against that big man, and he's got to work on him. And of course, the deal happy on the outside, saying it's only a matter of time before Quicksilver will be the new heavyweight champion. High elevation of the hip toss there by the Lightning Rod, drop kick, and Mr. Silver bails out on the outside, and the Real Deal coming over to see his man. Not real happy with what's transpired here in the opening moments of this matchup. Pleading his case, and well, Quicksilver there. Oh, the Deal giving him a little support there, and I'm not sure Quicksilver was real happy about that. I think he added insult to injury. Quicksilver better get back in the ring and get counted out there, and the Deal talking to the, I think that's his favorite fan over there. Now the Deal really loves the fans. I mean, he tells me off the air that he really thinks highly of the fans. He is really impressed with their knowledge of wrestling here in the Midwest. And he looks for them sometimes for, now wait a minute, we see Lightning Rod really has got to keep an eye on both those individuals on the outside, because you never know what the Deal might be up to. And Andy B. Blind is going to have his hand full, and I'm not sure, but I do believe from my vantage point here at ringside that the Real Deal passed an international object to one Quicksilver, and I think that you can see it there at home on your television sets. I see it here on the monitor, and the Deal's heading for higher water. Lightning Rod's got to be careful. There you see a good shot there. I'm not sure he's got something in his possession, or he's just toying with the referee. And again, the Deal, well, now the Deal, not sure what the Deal was doing there. Was he helping out his man, or was he giving him a boost of encouragement? Quicksilver rakes the eyes, and you know, again, I've spoken to this many times. Quicksilver, an outstanding scientific wrestler, and started out with Damian Anderson, and Damian Anderson no longer here in the PWI. Now Quicksilver with the Real Deal of professional wrestling, Mr. R.D. Reynolds, and he resorts to these shortcuts. And Lightning Rod takes him over, 2 count. Quicksilver kicks out, bails out. I guess Quicksilver, or maybe it was the Deal over saying that Lightning Rod pulled the trunks. Fans say no. Andy B. Blind not sure. Quicksilver needs to worry about wrestling the man and not complaining to the official. This is your Spotlight feature match here on this. Oh! Rod now again for a quick 3 count. Oh, that was close. That was about a 2.5 count, and I think Quicksilver was caught off guard, and now Rod's going to open up the offense. Head meets turnbuckle in the corner, and Quicksilver may have to get some outside support here to get Quicksilver in the ring. He does not want to stay in the ring, and I think Lightning Rod is going to bring him into the ring via a suplex. Yes, he does. Well executed suplex. The Deal not too happy on the outside, shakes his head no.
And again, Quicksilver goes to the eyes and now working on that left, well, actually the right knee of Lightning Rod. Lightning Rod had an injury from the hands of superstar TJ Powers about a year and a half ago, and these wrestlers know where those injuries do occur. And now here you see the Deal choking Lightning Rod over the rope as Quicksilver, I guess, wants the referee to smile for the cameras. What is the Deal doing out there in the PWI audience? Now he's got him draped over that. Referee Andy B. Blind needs to get in there and count, break that hold up. And here goes Quicksilver. He's going to, jumps on the back of Lightning Rod. His throat still draped across the middle rope. Quicksilver says one more time. The Deal right now is ecstatic over what he's seeing. Oh! And he left him hanging, and out he goes. And the Deal says no. Quicksilver a little worse for wear now. As now we got Rod on the outside. He's chasing everybody. I think Rod's had enough of the Deal. Oh, he caught the Deal from behind. And the PWI fan, and Mr. Rod now has on the Deal's glasses. And the Deal is not happy at all. A little strutting, a little showing off there by Lightning Rod, and if Ray Charles could see this. It would make him proud. Nothing mean intended there, just Lightning Rod showing off a little bit for the PWI fans. And they were very happy to see the Deal got what he deserved. They're on the outside, and this has been a very exciting matchup. Back and forth, Quicksilver holding his own, you must say, with the PWI heavyweight champion. Vicious elbow there. Now he's looking at the Deal, and I'm not sure. He's got things going in his advantage. Now what's the Deal do? Deal's reaching in his pocket. Oh, he tossed Quicksilver an object. Turn around, referee. Oh, he nailed him with it right in the noggin. And Lightning Rod is out. Now the Deal jumps down, and here comes Andy B. Blind. No, we don't need... Oh, ladies and gentlemen, history has been made here in the PWI, right here on the powerhouse of wrestling. We have a brand new...
Ladies and gentlemen, the new PWI heavyweight champion, Quicksilver!
I cannot believe what I've seen. That is injustice. And the real deal's... Wait a minute, there is Diamond Dan! Diamond Dan is back in the international arena, and he has showed the referee that a foreign object was used, and he's taking the belt away. He is taking the belt away.
Ladies and gentlemen, Quicksilver has been disqualified. The remaining PWI heavyweight champion, Lightning Rod.
Diamond Dan is back in the international arena, and he has helped Lightning Rod out to get that coveted title back. The referee reverses the decision.
I don't know turn the damn mic on! I don't know what kind of malarkey you guys are pulling. I don't know what kind of trash you guys are pulling.
The PWI,
but my man Quicksilver
Lightning Rod
won that match. He is the heavyweight champion, whether you want to recognize it or not. I've had it with you guys. It's all a bunch of bureaucrats.
Well, you need to calm yourself down. Quicksilver, you get away from me.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah, the credits
are... the champion. Recognize him as the champion. Call him the champion, Eugene. Eugene, call him the champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Deal's upset. We got to go. It's been another exciting, action-packed hour here on the PWI's Powerhouse of Wrestling. Deal, you need to calm down. We'll see you next week right here on the house.
He's your champ. He's your champ.